What's good with y'all, man? Today we're gonna be going over what's the best haircut for 360 waves. So recently I've been going with like a low taper, but for some reason I decided I wanted to try a high taper. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm low-key messing with it, bro. Like I low-key think like longevity-wise, like the high taper lasts longer than the low taper. Although like most wavers might complain about how it's like cutting off your waves and stuff like that, I don't really see too much of a problem with it because I'm still seeing like waves on the side of my head. But I also could just be biased, like because I have been getting like a low taper for a long time now. Like even when I had dreads, I'd get like a low taper. But like now, seeing how the high taper looks, I think I might be leaning more towards that side. But it's like, I don't really know haircuts for real. Like, really all I know is low taper, high taper. I don't really know haircuts for real. Like, I don't really like sit there and like scroll and look at haircuts. No, I go to the barber and tell him, yeah, let me just get a low taper, let me just get a high taper. And I know that might be bad, but it's just like, bro, it's just a haircut, bro. Like, I really don't care. Like, I do care, but it's like, I'm not gonna sit here and try to explore different type of haircuts. Like, it's low taper or high taper. It's that simple for me. But one thing I am very picky about is like the length of how much I'm cutting down with the waves, just cause I really put a lot of work into brushing, combing, and cutting too low is really a waver's worst fear. Like, that is like top 3 worst things you can do with having waves is cutting too low to where you can see like your scalp. And I know it's gonna be some people that's gonna be like, oh, if you're not a real waver if you can't cut down to 1.5 and still have waves. Bro, you're not a real waver if you can't grow your hair and maintain it. Like, come on now, let's speak facts. Anybody who is waving for more than 8 months or more than that can cut down to 1.5 and still have waves. It's common sense, bro. Like, your hair under there is trained. A real waver can grow their hair out over like a 3.5 and still have waves and still maintain that. That's what takes real work, real skill. And I already know. They say, oh, this guy don't know what he's talking about. I definitely know what I'm talking about because I can go down to 1.5. I can show proof too. I done been a 1.5 demon before. I had to stop that though, bro. Like, realistically though, what are you doing instead of just like rushing the process of balding? Like, that's literally what that is. And I didn't see it until like I started cutting at a 2.5. In this video though, I did cut down to a 2. I was just trying to like try something new, but like I definitely would not cut down to a 2 again. I'm staying at a 2.5 or higher, I'm not gonna lie. I did like the haircut though. I still do like the haircut. I just feel like it's just a little bit too low, just off the fact that like I could see the scalp, and I don't really like seeing my scalp like that. Like, I don't got a problem with my scalp. Me and my scalp not beefing, but I just don't like seeing my scalp like that. Like, I'd rather have a full head of hair. Like, I feel like waves look way better when it's like a full head of hair. What do you think? Like, do you think having a 1.5 is better than 2.5? Drop that in the comments if that's what you think. Me though, I just like the 2.5 better. I like the look of having more hair on the top of your head. I don't know, it's just something about it, it's just different. Also, if you watching this video and you haven't grabbed your brush yet and joined in this brush session, what are you doing, bro? Like, you just staring at me brushing my hair, bro. You don't feel a little odd, bro. Come on. As you can see me, man, I'm getting all them angles in. You know, if you want to see the products that I use on a daily, I also have another video of that where I like really break down and show like which products I'm using, how much I'm applying, and all that type of good stuff. And also, although I am going against getting 1.5 and like staying at 3.5, 2.5, it all depends on who you are as a person, like what your hair is, like what's your hair texture. Are you a 1A, 1B, 2B, 3B? Like, you know, you gotta know what you are. And like, it's really just like, what's the word that I'm looking for? It's really like you're experimenting with it. Like, every time you go to the barber, like, maybe cut down to this, see how it looks. Do you like it? Do you not like it? And then bit, cut to this, cut to that, and really just pick out what's your favorite, because that's really what I did. At first, like, I never cut down. I was just like brushing off the bat, like that's what you're supposed to do when you're starting waves anyways. But like when I first cut, I think I cut down to like a 2.5 when I got my first haircut, and it was nice. But then I wanted to see like what a 1.5 would look like. Like I just wanted to see how it looked, so I cut down to 1.5, and I liked it for like a while. For like maybe 2 or 3 months, I was cutting down to a 1.5 consistently, which isn't terrible if you're like wolfing. If you're wolfing and maintaining your hair, it's not terrible, but it's just like once I got that 2.5 haircut and I looked at it, I was like, yeah, bro, 1.5 maybe isn't for me. I'm seeing too much scalp. It's looking like I'm just bald. Like, I don't like how I just look bald. But then also you'll see people cut down to 1.5 and still look like they have hair on top of their head. Like, I feel like that's more common with like coarse hair wavers compared to like more like the curly hair side. Like people with curly hair cutting down to 1.5, you see like way more scalp with them, which I'm not complaining about, because it does take us a least amount of time to get waves compared to those guys who have to brush for like maybe 6 months to even see like a little ripple. Now this right here is epic fail, bro. I don't know what I was doing. Never put your do-rag on like that, man. But like I was gonna say, don't ban me from the wave community, folks. I'm just having like an opinion on those waivers. I'm not saying nobody waves better than another person waves, but it's like I feel like it's easier for curly hair people to have waves compared to coarse hair wavers. I have seen some coarse hair wavers that have better waves than people with curly hair, though. Don't get me wrong. In real, this video was just like a brush session, basically like yapping about what haircut I think is better. And really, in conclusion to that, I really feel like the high taper is better. The high taper is better than the low taper, as you gonna see it once I take this do-rag off right here. Just have your light jacket on, folks. It's about to get crazy. Slow it down for the blitz. I will put them side by side. The high taper, this is the high taper right here, and then this video right here will be the low taper. This is the video I posted, I think last week, on my brush session, how it be. It's kind of hard to like pick between the two. Like, I like both of them, but I feel like the high taper really lasts longer. And some cases it may look better. I think it looks better. Hit that like and subscribe, man, for more video, folks.